The Black Management Forum, with a focus on the development of managerial skills for transformation, says while its members do take up positions in government institutions, there is deep frustration that makes such positions not worth it. The organization says sometimes taking up a senior position in government can be a risk due to the politicized nature of the public sector. It says this is because often a line between politics and professionalism can be blurred. The BMF says politics do get in the way of professional work, this raising frustrations among many top civil servants.
Politics get in the way of the work. It seems that public sector and politicians, they seem to believe that they own these entities. And they can decide what must happen, when and how it must happen, who must come in. And those decisions often get in the way of what the professional knows needs to be done. Because there's a difference between a politician and a professional. Professionals go to school, go to university, get trained to occupy the positions that they occupy, only to be under a politician who more often than not has the basic education, and then they need to be told what needs to be done and how and who must be appointed in what role, when it just becomes too frustrating. And eventually then they find that they start looking for other opportunities elsewhere because it's just too frustrating.
The Association for the Advancement of Black Accountants of Southern Africa, ABASA, says while there are competent professionals that can serve in the public sector space, few are willing to do that at the cost of their reputation or worse, their lives. The organization says professionals need to be given space to exercise their trade. ABASA says there is fatigue and a decreased morale that sets in when professionals are frustrated, and this can impact on service delivery.
In our field, reputation is everything. And I'm not to say that in other fields it's not, but really we are held by ethical standards, a code of conduct that requires you to do the right thing. And what we're finding is that those that do the right thing, sometimes within the public space, are met with intimidation because when we do uncover things, they're at the risk of certain people being exposed. So the threats on people's lives, I mean, you've seen people being killed, because of work they've done within the accounting space. And that is the ecosystem that is meant to kind of mitigate the situation that we have of corruption within the public sector.
The BMF says ethical leadership is required to ensure good governance is adhered to. The organization suggests that there is a need for politicians taking up positions in government to be trained, as many may not know what is expected of them. SABC News, Johannesburg.